course she probably has a son with issues and all that. But when a man tell you, come drive 2.5 hours and pick me up from the airport, and he passed the age of 40, you ain't got no business going to get no man 2.5 hours and drive him anywhere. All my sisters who've been around me and who love them know this. You can't do it. You don't start out in the hole with a woman, a client, or whatever you want to call this lady. So, but this lady did it. Don't play victim now. You invited the devil in.
3 throat goat sessions turned into a 2.5-year relationship with marriage, love, masturbation. Talking about I ate out your fish tank. You have an aquarium down there. She has an aquarium down there with every creature in the ocean. She got squid, she got clams between her legs, she got oysters, she got shrimps between her legs, she got salmon, whiting, tilapia, you name it, she got it. Squid, octopus, every funky creature is between them legs, brothers and sisters.
What's up? This bruh man from the 5th floor. I just want you to know that you watching You Just Got Juiced reactions. Don't forget, you got the juice now.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy You Just Got Juice, and we are back at it again for another live reaction video. And man, oh man, oh man, it seemed like I took 1 week off to go on vacation, and so much done happened in the world I gotta catch up on, starting with this Dr. Umar. So I'm gonna let Corey give me a refresher if he catch me up on what's going on. Then you know how we do. I get my live reaction during the video. And don't forget, if this is your first time here at this channel, let me say again, thank you guys for helping this small channel grow. Really does mean a lot. Just started doing this journey back in January, and that was my New Year's resolution to do YouTube and become a YouTuber. And I've been trying to upload a video every day since. So just want to say thank you again, guys, for checking me out, helping this channel grow by subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. Now, let's get started with today's topic.
There's a brother, calls himself a doctor. Everybody on the internet who calls themselves a doctor, it makes me do this. What's that, Chuck D. Look? I mean, there are some doctors in the black internet space that are legitimate doctors. Most of them have questionable doctor credentials. It's been trendy to call yourself a doctor. Right? But just like the other doctor, you've become undone. You've become undone. This brother, Dr. Umar, who is a great speaker, uses his speaking ability as a weapon against the lame. What is lame? What's the definition of lame, brother?
Any nigga still wearing FUBU.
Hey, nigga, fuck y'all, man. Craig on this motherfucker.
No, I'm joking.
All right, can you read it where we can hear it? What is the definition of lame? A person naive or socially inept.
A weak-minded fool.
He has been working lames for a long time. But there's more to it that I want to put my spin on with it. First of all, I knew he wasn't 100 with it when he faked the phone call. When he was in tour with somebody And you saw it? It's so funny. I watched it probably 1,000 times.
Yeah.
When he was arguing with somebody and he acted like his goons was calling. He was like, no, hold on, here they go. Hello? No, man, I got this. I got this. Then his phone said, do you know how hard I was laughing, dog?
Hold up,
I
bro.
said,
Can I find this clip?
Like Papa Smurf. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. You feel me? Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this. So that Papa Smurf thing ain't gonna work. You feel me? Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this.
Oh no.
Hold on. Yeah.
dude, you played yourself in front of anybody that's 100. You can't come back from that. It take at least 5 years of staying away from the internet and a sincere apology for playing people like they lame, for a real one to even listen to that, what you got to say anymore. So what I'm saying about this is the real problem with a man like this Umar brother. This is the real problem. Anybody with common sense know that this man ain't got no school coming. Anybody with common sense know that. But there's a sucker born every minute. So he gonna keep running his script and absorb what he can from the suckers. This is where he's very detrimental to our community. Not just the fact that he begs and borrows, robs. This is a man who's always talking about black women and how the black queens should be put first, foremost, all that. But I wonder, can he assemble black women that ain't got a this nigga that fucked me over story? You're a predator. You use your good talking to.
He's catering and pondering towards women that watches Maury or like them BT, like it's a certain type of woman he's catering or over, like referring to and stuff like that. Like those are the people that's going to believe this message. People, but like the high class women or the high class man, they probably don't even know who the hell Dr. Umar Johnson is, bro.
Destroy the lames and hoes. And there's a lady on the internet he's talking about. He says her vagina stinks. He says all this. He says, oh, she's this. He's accusing her of going in his bank account and getting the money probably. He said, I think she did it. Hold on. According to this woman, she called him. She needed help with her son, thought he might be able to help. It's game in that. But, okay, he agreed to meet up with her, but he had her drive 2 hours to pick him up from the airport where he was flying in. Now, if you are a woman who grew up around men who love you, you would never go for that. You can't step to no woman who know what she need to know in the hole past 40. 40 years old in the hole? Well, you need me to come get you? No real woman who was brought up by men who love her will go for that. And if they do go for it, it's because they wanted to hoe out for somebody, which he has fame on the internet. So maybe this woman was like, I'm just gonna do it. Of course she probably has a son with issues and all that. But when a man tell you, come drive 2.5 hours and pick me up from the airport, and he passed the age of 40, you ain't got no business going to get no man
That's crazy.
2.5 hours and drive him anywhere.
The hell type of airport that far out?
All my sisters who've been around me and who love them know this. You can't do it. You don't start out in the hole with a woman, a client, or whatever you want to call this lady. So, but this lady did it. Don't play victim now. You invited the devil in. I'm talking to the sister who he said got the fishy vagina. Sister, yeah, he signified and talked about you, but you invited the devil in. When the devil said, can you come get me 2.5 hours from there? And you went and picked him up. You know that ain't right. Don't nobody do that.
He would have asked, like,
no. What if you got a daughter?
The first thing she should have thought was like, damn, this guy on TV and this and that. Like, he don't got no money to get from the airport. I mean, that's just common sense, man. Especially if you're at a certain age. And I know he wasn't talking to nobody young, God forbid.
And she tell you that story, you gonna know. You gonna be like, who is this fool?
Right.
Who working you? Because that's what he do. He's a professional at working people, but I'm telling black women, beware. Because now you on the internet and y'all spilling the beans on each other. And what I'm saying to you to prevent that from happening in the future, I'm talking to all black women. See, I've gotten accused of doing stuff to black women, but if you really want to go down to the truth of Corey Holcomb, it ain't no group of black women talking about me that know me. The people that's talking about me don't know me. But we have this intel from this woman that said he wanted her to pick him up from the airport. Here's a man who didn't have a rent-a-car to do this, but talking about something wrong with his bank account now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We not lame, homie.
So you only got one bank account?
We not lame, homie. It's motherfuckers calling me right now about Craig.
Again, I just came from out of town. I got 3 bank accounts, man. 3 credit cards. I'm just saying, like, if one go down, you use the emergency ones. Like, come on, bro. This guy older than me. And I'm pretty know it. I know he made some money, man. So what the hell are you doing with the money, bro? Or are you just using other people and taking poor people money because you know they're going to admire you and make a celebrity? And that's why God said you shouldn't idolize false idols and stuff, bro.
Boys, Court, I'm not taking the calls because I know that's the devil.
Right.
You want me to go for that. I'm not going to go for that. It's people call me for the Flappers show. Corey, I need 4 tickets.
Right.
How many seats do Flappers hold?
Not a lot, maybe 150.
100.
Be your night to
100,
support,
right, yeah.
guys. Be your night to support.
I'm inviting the devil in if I entertain it.
Right.
I know them phone calls not to answer, but getting back to this Umar thing. You praying on the sisters in the hood, homie. You act like you down with the sisters in the hood. Here's a man putting his rep on the line, talking about it. You are preying on the sisters in the hood. You are not self-sufficient enough to take on one of these women and graduate her to maturity and where she needs to be in this world. Corey Holcomb.
What happened to the sound? Damn, Corey always be messing up his sound sometimes. All right, let me see if I can fast forward and get the sound back. Damn.
Mama, it's time to speak out. That motherfucker, I got muted from Pan Africa. But anyway. If I see you taking advantage of the sisters in the hood, I'm going to call it out. I've waited a long time to call it out. You hold up black women, literally. You hold them up, then you hold them up. I can't co-sign that. Stop doing that. First of all, it's embarrassing for you to be begging and playing it off like somebody asked you for something. That's how I found out I didn't have nothing. So y'all do something for me. No, homie, don't talk to us like that, man. I'm talking about you gonna get lames to do something for you, because it's a sucker born here in a minute. But you embarrassing yourself, man. You had some credibility because you a good speaker. But a lot of good speakers do a lot of bad things. And what you doing, man, it's time to realize you cannot live like that and get respect. Begging, meeting up with the sisters, using them. The lady said you had her trying to take care of your mama 2 weeks after you met her.
Oh, wow.
Who gonna put somebody in the house with their mama and you don't know them? Unless it's a professional.
And even then, you still don't.
Man, that shows he don't even give a fuck about his mother and shit, man. To put a stranger in the house. Oh, man.
No, you just paying for that service. So
Yeah, like you pay for a professional because it comes probably with some type of insurance.
there you go, right? And experience, but we still don't know them.
Well, let's say you desperate and you throw somebody in there with your mama. Here it is, later on, you talking about this lady who went and helped your mama and went and picked you up at the airport. You saying
That's
she broke into
crazy,
your
bro.
bank account and her vagina stank.
Yeah, that's wild, man. You know what though? Something I learned from you.
And why would you even
that you
say that
do
online?
very well. That a lot of entertainers probably need to learn is like you do a good job of insulating yourself and preventing what's called cognitive overload. See,
What's that?
So it's basically, in this industry, a lot of shit come at you. People coming with different stories, liars, truth tellers, it's every different type of scenario that exists, and it's a lot of it. So if you allow, a lot of that to come into your psyche, you can overload your brain and actually impair your ability to make good decisions, because the brain can only make a certain amount of good decisions a day before the decision-making process becomes, fucked off, and you start saying yes and doing things that you wouldn't normally do because you've been overloaded with information. And his whole game is overloading people with information and getting them punch drunk on the information and then running whatever plays he's trying to run behind that. So, it's actually backfiring on him because now all this shit is coming at him and now he's making terrible decisions. You know what I mean?
If you ask me, he burnt bridges with a lot of respectable people. Lames will always be available for you. And if you want to work the lames, you work the lames. But, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. I heard he not even in the country.
Man.
Begging on the internet from somewhere else. You talking about a lady's vagina. You say a lady's vagina stink, who's some black woman, fishy, whatever, and then you blame her for breaking in your bank account, but when you met her, you didn't have a ride from the airport.
Wow, bro.
That's
Yeah, he lost a lot of credibility after hearing this stuff, bro. And again, I don't know too much about the brother, but I have watched him. Of course, I know of him, and by me not knowing too much, I thought he kind of stood for something. But again, just another fake ass persona, man. Somebody on here is doing what they got to do to get their content on and make their money. But my thing is, what the hell you doing with the money? Again, what do people do with this money when they blow up? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird, bro.
That's what certain people do when they just are, how you say?
Users.
Well, no, I'm saying talking about her like that, like in a spot. Like, in other words, yet you went back a couple of times. So, I mean, see, you can see the phoniness in it when somebody speaks like that on someone. It's like, you were with them.
No.
Do you
Come on
remember
now.
when? Do you remember when Malcolm X wasn't doing so well financially, but he was still in front of the people? He was honest. He didn't try to run no game. Like, he was honest.
What'd he do, Craig?
He just was honest about, people being after him and his finances not being what they need to be. And he was telling the world exactly what was going on. He didn't try to run a play or try to make it seem like, every negative repercussion that came from him standing on his own too, he dealt with straight on in front of everybody. He didn't run from nothing. He didn't project it and make it somebody else's fault. He basically embraced whatever.
Somebody broke in my account.
Right. He didn't do none of that. So this hurts me because Umar, to me, is probably one of the most talented orators and speakers ever.
What is an orator?
Somebody who articulates and uses language to get a point across in front of people.
Yeah.
He has a gift with that. He's a monster with that. So, I personally think he might be suffering from some type of, he may be having a mental breakdown or something, bro.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. I think he a fuck nigga who lying. That's just how we talk where I'm from. Man, get the fuck out of here. That nigga, I know this nigga is not capable of running a school.
No, hell no.
What?
Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I'm finna get a flow done. Who the fuck you talking to, nigga? Hey. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Run that shit on the motherfucking suckers, nigga. But I'm saying, you can't beg and make a living out of begging. I done seen people try. If there's people who want to subscribe to you, beautiful. They want to send you some money, beautiful. But when this is your lick and you've preached on other licks, I'm finna get this school, I'm finna do, nigga, it do not take. I'm gonna go back to 2010.
Yeah, I ain't even know nothing really about this school stuff. And like I said, if I was to ever come across a lot of money one day, like, I don't know if that's even gonna be possible, but like casting out money, like, I don't know. I ain't thinking about schools. I'd rather just pay for people for go to college. Like, I'd rather just go to them homes where you got the kid, but with the messed up parents, but he's trying to still do good in school, or he or she, or somebody like. I'd rather be that type of person that help the community out. Like, all these donating to Red Cross and the Children's Hospital. I don't believe in none of that shit, because all that money, I don't know, man. I'd rather put the money directly in somebody's hand. That's just me. And I wish more millionaires did that instead of donating to charity. And when charities could be owned or ran by people that they know, and technically it's just a tax break or something for them. I could be wrong, but I think it's like a tax cut. I don't know, but like I said, I'd rather put the money directly in somebody's hand if I was to ever get rich or something like that. So, or like do stuff like casting out, or like just see people in the Target and be like, hey, like, let me get that for you. Like small stuff like that, because small stuff like that can help people. Like you just buying somebody groceries, or just buying, imagine buying somebody groceries. They got a house for a family of 4. You know how much money that save them for that month, and then what that money they could do for something else. So that's how I look at things. But anyway, what's your opinion on this? Leave your comments down below. It's your boy, You Just Got Juice, back from off vacation, and we are back at it again, and I'll catch you guys next time. And don't forget, you guys got the juice now, and we are out of here.